So I would say that biology is for anybody, any student who has an interest or curiosity in any of the biological sciences. So in VCE Biology, we do stuff like common molecules that are found in our body, like DNA and proteins. We also talk about processes that happen in other animals, like cellular respiration and photosynthesis as well. We also do the immune system, which is really, really fun. If you like, sort of human biology. And we also do human evolution as well. So bio, I think, is good for anybody who is willing to work hard and have fun with the subject. It's probably not for people who just want an easy subject because it does require a lot of hard work, even though it is really fun. So none of the uni pathways into science or biology related stuff like biomedicine and medicine require biology. However, it is definitely recommended to do biology alongside your prereqs like methods or spec and chem, I think it is. Content that you do in uni can be related back to your high school knowledge, and you'll find that in uni, if you have done bio, you usually are at a head start or an advantage to people who didn't do it.
Nice.
So for bio, in terms of study tips, I think that structuring your knowledge is definitely the most important thing to do. You need to be able to organize everything that you've learned, the content that you've learned in a systematic way, and you need to understand how some concepts are related to each other while others are completely different. So that's something that a lot of students don't realize. But even once you understand everything, that's not the end of it. You still need to do lots of practice questions, but it's not over once you have finished understanding all of the content. You need to do those practice questions. To do a lot of them, expose yourselves to different question types, and over time you'll be able to sort of understand what they're looking for in terms of the model answer. The way that I see my role as a teacher is to help guide students. So earlier what I was saying about structuring your knowledge and organizing the content that you've learned in your mind, that's something that's really tricky for a lot of students to do. So unless you have that as a skill that you've honed in yourself, it's very difficult for students to do. So I try to teach in a very structured way. Sort of think of it as, if your mind is like a drawer, I'm helping you file the information that you learn into the correct places in the drawer. Yeah, so I also teach, I would say, in a more accelerated manner than schools do. So usually by the end of June, all my students will have a very, very solid, comprehensive knowledge of all of the content in VCE Biology. And that is so way before exam season really starts and exam preparation season starts. So that leaves us extra time to do more practice, which is really, really important with bio, like I said before, because you want to expose yourself to as many different types of questions as possible. And in that exam prep season, really important to really hone in on those special stuff like keywords. For example, knowing the difference between discuss as a keyword and outline or explain, that could make the difference between getting all the marks in a question and getting none. And a lot of students don't really realize that. So that's sort of stage 2 of our preparation when we start to tackle those harder questions.